No, this is a completely something new. Alex Kidd in the Miracle World DX, aka remake from the first Alex Kidd game, and Alex Kidd was Sega's first mascot that they did create as direct as were to Nintendo's mascot, and Alex Kidd wasn't so good mascot because, well, he was created in 1986, had 6 games in total until 1990, and then Sega got themselves much better mascot, which is, you could say, second most known mascot on the planet, right after Nintendo's number 1. And seeing how heavy competition is, being number 2 is not that bad position to be in, even especially when, well, I don't even know what could be number 3. But let's just get going, play the first Alex Kidd game. Oh, but I say it's remake. Oh yeah, and Alex Kidd's first game. And you can say one thing. It's balls hard, as in insanely difficult level of hard. Mostly because Alex dies with one hit. Completely, always. Almost everything which is dangerous kills him with one hit. And whatever power-ups you had when you died, well, you lose them. And also the fact that Alex can hit, but his punches are just so stubby. They are real short, and of course some power-up bonuses you find don't give you power-ups, they give you death. Which is real low blow. You open a box and oh boom, oh it is not a power up, it's a death over there. But that, of course, that box with a nice looking skull in it, that actually tells that yeah, this is a dangerous one, don't pick this one up. But otherwise you could say that difficulty in this game is real bad, real nasty. And not just only because of the Alex being completely killed by anything and everything, which even takes a contact with him. It's the fact that, well, his attacks are just so stubby, and the controls, they are not in a sense bad, but they are extremely slippery, meaning that Alex quite easily gets going into, well, you have to be practically kissing enemies to be able to hit them, which ain't that pleasant. But stages in themselves are quite short, and when you actually look at the options, original Alex Kidd ate onigiri, which is, I don't know, some kind of rice billet, but the food can actually be too different. So let's just go for the American style of hamburgers. Oh yeah, every stage ends with Alex finding the favorite food and eating it with a game map. And of course there's also these shops that you can visit. And Alex can use these rings to get himself a power up, that meaning that he can then shoot fireball, which, suffice to say, is really useful power ability, because it gives you a long range attack, which in this game is useful beyond anything, because, well, everything kills you with one hit. It's better to be able to kill at least or defeat all those mobile threats first, and then worry about the platforming challenges. Alright, well, the basic plot is something that Alex Kidd has to save Radaxia from evil Janken the Great. It's very simplistic plot for the because well, it's a platformer, and that's all. And platformers don't need complex plots. But let's just face the first boss. Yeah, it speaks to me. Oh yeah, boss fights are actually rock, paper, scissors. So let's just try it. He looks like a fist, rock or fist, so let's just take the paper. Oh, I lost. Well, it says it was sick. So let's just take a rock now. Oh, and I lost. Meaning I died. So yeah, the game is hard. Yeah, there's save feature and all that, which make it getting through a bit easier, but not that so much. Because now I've got to face this ugly bastard again. So let's just go for the rock. It was scissors which he used, so it's now rock. Yeah, these are not random, they are patterned. Har. The graphics in this remake is really good. It's nice. Unfortunately, when it's a matter of the gameplay, they really didn't. Oh yeah. Let's try it again. I wonder, does he do paper again or rock? Oh, he did it again. I defeated the first boss. And he became a hamburger. Oh yeah, the difficulty of this game is not small. It's real hard, even though the bosses are it's not so much randomness. It's everything basically just happens to be set right where they are, and you just got to learn all the dance moves that the game wants you to know by heart to get through the game. And I'd say the worst thing in the game is because, well, I don't think it was. I personally think that it was much more a matter of games, which led Alex Kidd not becoming so successful as Mario. It's not the fact that the Sega is bad at doing game design. They are real good. Or to say their resume of games they've made is much more in you could say hit or miss. And Alex of course can do big jump and a small jump. There really isn't that much of complicated jumping trickery involved, except the fact that many, you could say, regular maneuvers that the platforming games might just assume, like moving attacks, can be pointlessly difficult because of Alex's real stubby attack and the fact that he can't do the Mario stomp. Yeah, well, Mario basically cannot do the regular attack, but he can stomp. Yeah, here's some plot. Alex Kidd is actually Prince of Radaxia, so yeah, kill the usurper. and the stages, they are quite small. Oh yeah, and Petticopter allows Alex to fly. And in this stage it's possible to gather some bonus cash and all that. And if of course if Alex hits the enemy, it's the machine goes crash, and it can also shoot. So this stage is, well, in a sense it feels, and luckily because there's no time limit, you can usually just let the enemies go right past you. If you want to do that. I wonder, was there some kind of loop that the stage did, that the same structures appear twice or more times? Oh yeah, it actually might be that stages do have a loop, which I find to be quite cheap way but of getting game further. But that's it, one more stage, and now it's in the city stage. Some stages are easier, some stages are harder, and they generally do get much more harder the further you get in the game. Like that. Jump physics are quite different, and this game, well, it's kind of a disappeared thing in the world. Not bad game, but I would say once Sega got their better mascot, they had no reason to keep Alex Kidd. Well, important because it took over 30 years before they actually made him, before he was actually given a game, and it was not even a new, just a reimagine of the old game. So games, that's it. Alex Kidd and the Miracle World Deluxe. Feels quite pointless and insanely difficult game. That, well, it's difficult. I don't recommend it because of, but if you are real good, you can get through it quite fast. And that's it. See ya.